Yeah. So we got a very special guest today. Do me a favor, introduce yourself, G.
Hello, my name is Ricky Dueñes. Going to Travieso, Flores.
Yeah. That's my motherfucking boy right here. And you've had a long ass journey, G. And just want to go ahead and start from. Well, we can't start from the beginning because you got a long ass story. You know what I mean? Like you got a long ass journey. So let's start from your commitment offense. So fucking got this goddamn beetle. So fucking your commitment offense, G. So from what I remember, like, because everybody heard about that shit, you know what I mean? So from what I remember is Casper had just got out, right?
Yeah.
And go ahead, fill in the rest of the details. What happens next?
Well, Casper just got out, and then me and homie Wacko had went to go snatch him up, and fucking and that night when we had picked him up, we were like, you know what, fuck, we gonna come up with some money. So we're like, what's the best way to do that? You know what I'm saying? So we robbed some chinos. So we had to go do that, and then. Make a long story short, we ended up going to high-speed chase, and we ended up beating shit like 3 chinos and getting like fucking 2 counts carjacking for it, dog. It was a mission, dog, but it's basically a robbery carjacking.
Damn, you know what's a trip is you were the only one that wasn't old enough to be tried as an adult, right?
Definitely right. I was 14 years old.
And fucking so Wax, I know he went to the joint, Casper went to the joint, and they went as kids. Which was just a trip.
Casper like 16, and Casper was 15. But because they're both over 15 years old, they got tried as adults. And because I was 14, I got tried as a juvenile.
Damn. So fucking how was that like because those are heavy ass charges. How was it? Do you remember how it was like as a 14-year-old kid in the halls having to be like, oh shit, I'm gonna do some fucking time?
I mean, when the crime was committed, that wasn't even the time wasn't even a factor until I started talking to some of the homies, and then realizing how in depth the offense was.
Yeah.
I mean, because when I thought I'm busted, committed a crime, I'm gonna do like maybe like a year or two or something, right? But they said carjacking, and then started being like, okay, we got 2 counts carjacking, 3 counts robbery, 2 assault with deadly weapons, and assault battery. I'm thinking like, god damn, homie, like shit. So my main thing was primarily was to find my fitness. Because if I lose my fitness, from what they were telling me, I could do like, man, I could do like, I'm saying like, because it's like, for all the charges, they're telling me that I could do over 25, dog. All the charges accumulated together. I'm thinking like, god damn, homie, that's the gang motherfucking time. Fuck it, is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, off those facts, of course, I had hit my parents up and decide what we were gonna do, and luckily, homie, like blessed as I was, I got a lawyer, fool. So I mean, that's the thing about Casper and Wacko. They didn't get a lawyer. So my mom, you know, she's educated, dog. I mean, I'm not really involved with her, but she educated the motherfucker, dog. So she's a civil engineer. So she had the money to get me a lawyer, dog. So I got a pretty good lawyer, and instead of trying to beat my fitness first, but I mean, out of all the homies, I got the most time. I mean, they both like I think Casper got 8 years, and the Wacko I think Casper got 5 and Wacko got 8. But I ended up getting 12 and a half. Dog, I'm saying, but like shit, but they told me at first when the first charges were first made, they're talking about fucking like 48 years. Like, man, what the fuck? So like that's my main focus to be my fitness. My main focus was to be my fitness, dog, because I'm trying to do motherfucking life at 14 years old. Like, I was like, fuck, huh, what the fuck did we do? I was like, fuck, don't we kill nobody about to get fucking lives? It's fucking bullshit, but I'm lucky I got that lawyer.
Yeah, so you get the time, right? What are you thinking of when they break you off 12 and a half years? Like, you're
at the time, like, man, old? You gotta think about it. When you first get busted, like, your mentality is like, damn, I'm busted. Like, I'm stressed. I don't want to be in jail. Nobody wants to be in fucking jail, but I mean, then you gotta make a choice. So I mean, like, you know, either you accept what the fuck you did, you know what I'm saying, and ride the motherfucking shit out, or you bitch out and then you case out the rest of these motherfucking clowns, dog. Like, and with Travi, dog, like, I accept my fate, dog. Basically, that's what it was.
Oh yeah.
Fate was what it was. I took it for what it was, and then I just smashed it out. I mean, like, I already knew it. And at the same time, when I got the sentence, no. Stop right there, dog. Let's back up. Like, once I beat my fitness, like, I knew I could do 25 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once that I couldn't do more than 20, the age 25. I was like, man, fuck, I don't give a fuck. Homie, I just wrote that shit for real.
Yeah.
They can't hold me. No matter what the fuck I do, by the time I turn 25 years of age, homie, I'm gone. I'm smashed, motherfucker. That's what I did.
Yeah, you know, it's a trip because that you bring that up because I remember when I got sentenced to 10 years, right? And I remember telling my headfather, like, don't even trip. They can't keep me past 25. The most I could do is 8.5. But she still heard 8.5. She's like, what the fuck? And that didn't make her feel better.
I did. I mean, like, shit, fuck it. I mean, it sounds like a long time. Because when they told me, they're like, oh, you got a minimum of 3.5 years. I was like, all right, cool. That's on good time. I'm probably not gonna do good, but if I do good, 3.5, okay, cool. But the most I could do was like 10.5.
So let's talk about that. So you get to board, right? And they tell you because of your charges, carjacking, that's a little bit more, right? So they give you 3.5 years off the bat, right?
Yep.
Where did you kind of have a feeling like you're not gonna do 3.5? Did you think maybe 5, maybe 4, anything like that, or were you just like, we'll see how?
Keep it real, dog. Like, I mean, my mindset at that time, like, I mean, I was all into like the mob movies, like the Goodfellas and Carlitos Way and Scarface and all that shit too. So like, I mean, I was all about it. So I mean, accepting, you know, the fact that I cannot do more than the age of 25, I just fucking smashed. I mean, like my mentality was, I'm gonna do till I'm 25. That was my mentality.
Yeah.
Going down every enemy got, I'm smashed. Anybody comes to me sideways, I'm gonna fucking crush them, homie. Like, that's just my mentality. Like, I already had it in my mind. I'm gonna max out. I already had it in my mind because I already had it in my mind. I was gonna smash.
Yeah.
Automatic.
So, what's the first opportunity you had to, like, in the YA setting? Was it an SR or was it in Paso for you to really like show like, hell yeah, like I'm ready to do this shit?
I mean, in the halls, it was more like there wasn't too many enemies that we had ran into. But then when they had Paso, that's what we had, like at least good 15 enemies, dog.
Damn.
And it's I mean, and they were spread the fuck out. Paso pretty big, dog. Say like I don't know, like 9 compas or 11 compas, something like that. And so I mean, they're all spread out, dog. And there was no enemies in my company. So I had to like branch out, homie. Like I had to bust missions for every
Superman's
single motherfucking one, homie. But hey. But I got that, man. I'm telling you, the man, ask anybody. I smashed every single enemy got in fucking Paso, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everyone.
yeah. But were there gang homies out there with you, or was it just
deep? But we were pretty deep. We were pretty deep, dog. We had like booby. What do we have there? Fucking. Yeah, we were pretty deep, dog. We had like fucking at least like good like 11 homies.
Were any of the homies like, hey, chill out, fool, like you're doing a little too much, like we got this shit under control?
Not that it was doing too much, homie, but like they were like, man, shit, put smashing, homie, like goddamn, but chill, like. I mean, you ain't gotta smash all the enemies. Yeah. But in my mind, I was like, man, I didn't give a fuck. Like I'm saying, I had that mentality, like I'm gonna make sure you motherfuckers know my name.
Yeah,
that was like when I walked in there, like, man, fool, like no matter what the fuck happens, I'm gonna make sure these motherfuckers know my name. So I mean, so I like I made it a point to smash all the enemies. All like I'm not gonna let an enemy walk by me and be like, hey, fucking this enemy guy's mad dog. They're gonna keep fucking strolling. Like, nah, hell nah. If I see an enemy guy, I'm smashing you. And if I don't see you, I'm blowing your shit up, homie. Because one way or another, homie, we gonna see each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
that's it.
Did you have to like run in classrooms and all that shit, or
yeah, hell yeah. I ran in a couple classrooms, dog. I'm like, shit. The only time I didn't get down was I got down somebody in a football field, in school a couple times, dog. Like, of course, in the chow hall. Like, I got down with everybody. I got down with the enemy guys. I got down everywhere else but visiting and on church, dog. That's the only two places that I respected. You feel what I'm saying?
Let me ask you about the chow hall, because that's kind of fucked up, man. Because not for you, but like for everybody else. Because if
you're gonna get
peppers,
like me, I bullshit you out, dog. Like my first 6 years, fool. Like it's what it felt like, dog. Like my first 6 years, I mean, other than lockup coming out to the day room with nobody.
Yeah.
Like my first 6 years, every time I came out and had opportunity to smash somebody, I smashed somebody. I promise you. Ask anybody. Homie, like I smashed anybody. Like my first 6 years, every time I walked in my room and had an opportunity to smash an enemy guy, I smashed an enemy guy. Boy, I promise you, boom. Yeah. So I mean, like, so it wasn't like I wasn't. My mindset wasn't the program, fool.
Yeah.
And like not till I got to YTS. Homie, like before that, fool, I was just smashed. Every time I walked in my room, I smashed, fool. And I go to then I go to lock up, and I'll come back out, and I'll smash again. I go to lock up, come back out, smash again. Like every time I got a chance, I smash somebody, dog.
And how long did it take you to leave Paso?
I mean, well, fucking like I got there when I was I got busted when I was 14, got busted when I was 15. So about like 3 years, I ended up going to YTS when I was 18.
Damn. So your whole time in Paso, like you never had the chance to like really program and shit. Was it just more like a program failure and shit? Like,
homie, when I was busted, I didn't program at all, homie. I was in lockup the whole time, and then when I wasn't lockup, like I mean, it was either lockup or locked down. So I mean, like you get down, they put you in your room, you're like on 2-week isolation or some shit like that, right? So you come out, smash somebody else. I swear to God, I felt like every time I walked out my fucking room, as long as I wasn't isolated, I smashed somebody. Fool, I swear to God, homie.
Yeah, and did you ever have to get a cracking in the dorm or anything like that, or was it where you didn't even get the chance to hit the dorm because you're always in a room and shit?
I mean, I was always in the rooms. I'm telling you, like I was locked. I was isolated. I was the whole time, fool. Like the whole time I was passing, I was isolated, dog. And the time, I mean, don't get me wrong, like.
Travi.
Oh, there you go. My son hit the fucking speaker. First time other than the time, because like I would get down one-on-ones in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I remember Sibo from Grape Street Watson came. Fool, he was a green lighter Nellis, dog.
Yeah.
And I remember when he came to the company, everybody said, "Hey, fool, green lighter." And then something like, "Man, fool, the first chance I get, I'm gonna smash this fool." You feel what I'm saying? Like went out to track, and it's like, and I just got there, so like I'm just getting Apostle. I'm like, all right, cool. You mean, let me see what why it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, still,
yeah.
I'm about to come out. So I mean, like, when Sibo came out, it was like, okay, I already had it in my mind. Like, everybody told me he was a green lighter. Well, I remember who was it, dog? Motherfucking was it Pup from Florence or Sally from Florencia? They told me about this fool. That was the homie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, all right, cool. So I went to school, dog. Like as soon as we got in line, homie just ran up, pow, just cracked his ass. Homie, that shit popped out. That shit popped out. Like I said, when I first got the first dog, that was the first ride I've been in, dog. With Sibo from Grape Street Watson. I remember that clearly, homie.
Did you get maced up in that shit or?
And I got fogged and everything, fool. Like even with the fucking gas.
Yeah.
That shit was a bitch. I was like, man, that shit fucked me up.
Damn. So you get to Paso, you handle your business and shit, right? They figure like they can't keep you there anymore. So you turn 18, they send you to YTS. Is there a change in your mentality from when you get to Paso to YTS? Because like I know like the staff always try to like they try to like push that shit. Oh, you're with the big boys now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, look, when I got the Paso, it was like that too. I mean, Paso. I mean, from the stories I heard, Paso wasn't like Nellis. It's like you guys went to Nellis. It was a bunch of youngsters. When I went to Paso, dog, the average age was like 17. Fool.
Yeah.
I'm 15 years old coming in. These fools tell me like, oh, you young ass fool. You about to get. You say you get regulated. You get out of control. I'm thinking, man, I'm starting from Monte Florida. So you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to. And if you don't like, I'm gonna smash you too. That's exactly what I did. Fool, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when the Paso wasn't like I was dealing with young ass kids. So when I went to YTS, in my opinion, it was kind of the same thing. The Paso, we had like, it was kind of like an older crowd. I mean, there was young cats there, dog. But like, I was like, I bullshit you not, dog. I was like one of the youngest motherfuckers there, dog. Like, I just turned 15 and walked in the Paso.
Damn, and fucking did you ever have to like show fools like, hey, you need to fuck copy, like, did you need to show them like, nah, dog, like you ain't gonna calm me down?
Oh yeah, but I mean, because we didn't have enough enemies to fight, dog. But like, man, I fought everybody, fool, and it did have to do with my attitude. Because I mean, like, people try to lace me up, people try to calm me down, people try to tell me, hey, chill, and I'm thinking in my head, like, man, can't nobody tell me shit.
Yeah.
And that's my mentality, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up, though, I'm saying, but like, it is what it was. You see what I'm saying? Like, and so when I came with that mindset, this fool tell me something, I'll smash him. This fool tell me something, I'll smash him. I'm telling you guys, I don't really fucking. I mean, don't get me wrong. With the solid homies, I got along with all the homies. You know what I'm saying? But like, not really. And it got to the point where I got done with so many people until they start telling me something. Boom. Until I was the one telling them something. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you tell me something, I'm gonna smash it. Well, that was just my mindset. Like, I mean, I had let's say that like, man, I was 15 years old, better. I got a fucked up anger as it is. You know what I'm saying? So when people try to tell me, like try to direct me or give me fucking order, fool. Like I'm thinking like hell no, fool. And nobody gonna tell me shit. You saying like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My mindset was like I can nobody tell me anything. Man, I'm stubborn as fuck as it is, though. You know what I'm saying? And at that age, folks, like man, I was like 20 times worse.
Yeah. So you leave Paso, you get to YTS, and when you get there, is it more the same shit, or is it like a little calmer by that point?
Nah, I still a calmer, dog. I mean, at that point, it wasn't all balls out anymore. I mean, there's more structures and more organizations. I mean, like, yeah, it's not so much you had to answer to somebody, but I mean, you got to answer to somebody. I'm saying, like, you got to speak to somebody. People are gonna tell you what to do. You mean, like, and if you think you're not gonna follow order on me, like, this organization here, you're gonna get smashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just run your own. So I mean, of course, you follow. You play the game. That's exactly what I did until I became top dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And how was that? How did you end up going through that journey?
I mean, it's same possible. I mean, like every company I went to, like, I mean, I didn't make it. Like I tried I tried what I did, and clicking up with the motherfuckers that were in power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's the way my mindset was. I mean, like I'm associated with motherfuckers that are on top. I'm saying if you got power, you're saying I'll associate with you, or I'll link up with you. And if you got power and you ain't cool, fool, like man, I'm take like I had in my mind, I'm gonna take your power. Like you think your click's fucking, you think your Ramfla's fucking hard? Nah, I mean like shit, we got to smash your Ramfla and take over your fucking spot. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just my mindset. I mean like it was just like all takeover.
Yeah.
Like in my mind it was that I'm not gonna stop until like I'm ready. Until I'm top dog, I'm gonna start talking to me. I start talking to them. You know what I mean? Like that was just my mindset, fool. And everywhere I went, I did it, fool. Every company I went to, I ran. Every one.
How long did it take you when you initially got there to end up in the Rock?
Fuck, like 3 months, fool.
Damn.
Damn, fool. Like right when I got there, I went to the Rock, fool. Like for real.
What happened? How did that end up happening?
I mean, like no, matter of fact, yeah. I got down with youngsters, we started bowling, and then I got down with Steve Sangra, and then it's kind of quick, dog. And then like
you catch them in the trade, or did you catch them in were they in your cottage or in your company?
Nah, and youngsters freestyle bowling was my company. I had a guest Steve Sangra outside my company, and then Sibo was my company too, dog. Like I went to Rock quick, fool, like hella quick, dog. Like 3 fucking fights, 2 fights in one riot.
Yeah.
Smashed one fool, locked up, went out, smashed another fool, locked up, and then popped up a riot, and then straight to lockup, fool.
You know what's the trip with that is a lot of people probably don't know is that with the green lighter shit, right? That shit follows you in all Southern California institutions. So if you're a green lighter in Paso and you go to Nellis, you're a green lighter in Nellis. Same thing. If you're a green lighter in Nellis, you're gonna be a green lighter in Paso. And by the time you leave both those institutions and you go to YTS, you could be a green lighter there too.
Man, hell yeah, you can't escape that. I mean, you just a suit. I mean, like I feel sorry for you, dog. Yeah, the smashing don't ever stop, fool. Like, I mean, there's nobody be like this is sued when I was fucking 15, and then I'm fucking 23, and then I like, oh, I'm gonna let him fucking pass. Like, hell no, homie, you just a suit. That's straight up. I'm smashing no matter what. I don't give a fuck how long it's passed. I'm like, you did shit 6 years ago, and I'm gonna smash it today. Fool, you still this is suit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You blow up the homies. You just the hood, huh? I'm gonna smash you, dog. Like, it doesn't matter how many years have fucking passed. Like, you did what you did. Homie, like, you can't take that shit away.
Yeah, so fucking you kick off a riot. You know what's the trip is because this is the same cat you kicked off a riot for your first riot in Paso, and it's the same cat in YTS.
Nah, No, what was in YTS, dog? Sibo was winning in Paso, and it was I think it was Bishop and BPS, dog. I think it was some BPS, dog.
Yeah,
it's kept BPS though. Sibo was in Paso Robles, and then when I first got to motherfucking YTS, I think it was some cat from motherfucking some great boy. I don't even remember, dog. Y'all like the motherfucking same, homie.
All right, so fucking so you get to the Rock. Did you trip out on that shit? Like that shit's fucking like that lockup is way different than the Paso lockup, or is it more or less the same shit?
Shit, dog. Like, man, that was no different. Only different was the age limit. I mean, the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like the degree of gangster, homie. Because
Yeah.
Los Robles was more kids, and then you go to when YTS, like, I mean, it's still kids, homie, but like them motherfuckers are more mature. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're bigger.
Yeah.
And they're a lot bigger. Homie, like shit. When I was 15, coming in Los Robles, like I was like fucking 5'4", and then everybody averaged like 5'8", you know what I'm saying, whatever. And I was YTS, and them motherfuckers was a lot bigger there. Feel like goddamn, this grown ass motherfucking man right here. I'm like something like 18 years old, fighting motherfuckers like 23, 24. Like I'm beating the shit. Didn't even matter though.
Yeah. Like, you know what the trip is? If you're in lockup in Paso, because like you said, there's older cats there, right? But the older cats there are chilling, right? They ain't really going all rowdy like that, because
they
ain't gonna be in lockup. You know what I mean? So the cats that are gonna be in lockup in Paso are gonna be like the 15, 16, 17-year-old cats, right? And YTS, it's only 18 to 25. So you got knuckleheads of all ages. You know what I mean? Like you have some 24-year-old, 24-year-old.
The foods that were on the rock and YTS, fool, like, man, we were like immature as fuck. Dog. If you think about it now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everybody, it was in other YTS was in other institutions, and they did their dirt there. So when they come to YTS, so I'm not saying programming, but like it's kind of like chill now. Like we were doing what we did. Now I'm saying not trying to like kind of like cruise it until we parole, you know.
Yeah.
But like my mindset wasn't that. My mindset was smashed in there, and then I came to YTS and I smashed there too. I should have programmed all, but fuck it, what it is.
That happens, fool. Because honestly, that's I'm not gonna lie. That's what I did. Like I had 9 months to parole, and I had smashed all my time in Nellis, right? So am I gonna get out in 9 months? Or am I get out in 5 years? So I said, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like because Bobby was already chilling. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just chill right here with Bobby till he gets out. Then I get out like 2 months later. But fuck it, by the time I got there, like, yeah, everybody ready. Like I think you were even calm by that time. I got there.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, yeah, because I think when I met you, though, like I already had laced up my fucking my compa, and then I had like 2 good ass connects. Who does it? 2 good ass connects, dog. So I was like, I was trying to burn that shit off. You know what I'm saying? But even then, like even as homies, like my connections were so good. Like even when I would get down, they'll write it up like if I got assaulted. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, let's talk about that, because you know, we haven't really discussed that a lot with the other former wards, but like you brought it up, so fuck it, let's touch on that. So you had, like, I remember when you got out, or when I got out, I was chopping it up with you on a cell phone. You know what I mean? Before a lot of other motherfuckers had cell phones and shit. So how did you get those connects? How did you know who to go to? You don't have to put them on blast who they were, but how did you know, like,
my names out there, dog? But I mean, like when word of mouth, dog. I'm saying, like, because at that time, where I was bringing it away every weekend, and then I had a good homegirl that fucking kept bringing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, I'm saying, like, you know, obviously word of mouth for them too. So they're like, okay, this guy's moving stuff. This guy's, you know, obviously got some power. So they got to meet. Hey, you know what? You know, Rick. You know what's up, Ricky? Hey, you guys, or Dueñes, right? We're like, you know what, Dueñes? Hey, you got we can work together. Let's work together. And like, if you want to go somewhere, a program, tell us. Or if something's going on with, you know, like a fucking, you know, as far as like movement, as far as what we wanted to do, just let them know. I mean, like, and I did too, as far as like fucking, you know, I mean, as long as you work with them, they work for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a trip. So basically, they saw you were kind of like a troublemaker, and they're like, let's kind of calm them, huh?
And also, like, if they see somebody is, you know, a group of people listening to this one guy,
yeah,
you know, they're gonna talk to him like, okay, look, you know, because if we talk to this person right here, he's not gonna have no say so or power, you know, or influence on anybody. So I thought we wasted time this cat. So this guy right here, it seems to me like everybody's listening to this fool. So let's talk to him. So it's like that.
Damn. So you know what the trip is? The most I had in my room, I had a fucking what shit to shave your head. Remember the little three razor things?
Yeah.
What did you have? Like, what were they bringing in that you had that was just like in your room that was like extra?
I had 2, but I had that one and then the 3 straight razor blade. I used that, and and again razors too. Motherfucking like a little radio. little bootsy ass radio, but like I mean, it was cool. It wasn't on the fucking canteen list, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, so I got that shit, you know, like personal Walkmans. I mean, petty shit. Think about it now, it's petty shit, but at that time, that shit wasn't on canteen. So I mean, it was worth. It was worth something.
Yeah, yeah. And fucking with the cell phone, how did you end up getting that shit?
I'm my connect. I mean, I had this one Huda. I would pay him money, and and then I would get shit like that. But I mean, everything costs double. I mean, like whatever I got, I mean, he got for me. But I mean, the price was a little extreme if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, in a way, like he shouldn't have did that because that's some fucked up shit. That's contributed to your delinquency. You know what I mean? But
Man,
in a way,
you look at it
taking a
like
risk though.
a legal standpoint. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But I mean, like on the gangster standpoint, homie, I got the hookup, homie. Fuck
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Hell yeah, people bring me a cell phone. Yeah, let's get man. Fuck yeah, I don't give what the fuck it costs.
Yeah,
I'll pay. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I was kind of moving weight, so I mean, it was like the money factor wasn't even an issue, dog.
Yeah. Damn. So fuck.
For what I got, homie, for like this dog, I got like a $60 fucking phone, man. And be like, it's like fucking 3 bills or something for that shit, man. I mean, fucked up homeboy, but I mean, it is what it is, homie.
Yeah. Yeah. So fucking So, like one thing I know that was difficult, right? At least for cats like me who weren't really known by the staff, if I had anything, I had to stash that motherfucker. And I mean, in the light fixtures or like, like really get, like for you, was it more like they fools weren't fucking with you because they knew who you were, or did you still have to go through all that?
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, all right, whatever I did on the side, I mean, there's always bad cops somewhere. But whatever I did on the side, like the rest of the cops don't need to know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna flaunt it like, oh, well, you can't fuck with me. I'll fuck with this fool. They be like, man, you're like, you burning this cat. You know what I'm saying? This fool's gonna get washed up, and then you're gonna get washed up. Like it's like you won't say shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, man, who you get that from? I don't know. I found this motherfucker, but I'm saying that's the last thing I'm ever gonna do is give him my connect. You got me fucked up. I don't tell nobody, and I let nobody motherfucking know. I mean, only the homies knew, but I mean, as far as like who does and shit, like I would never flaunt that shit, dog. Like I would never burn who I was fucking with.
Yeah. So you said you had 2 connects. Did they know about each other?
Oh yeah.
So how did that work?
I mean, it was cool. They worked together, dog. So I mean, like, help me out.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
money talk, bro.
So you had these 2 huras, and both of them like knew, this cat's moving weight. So both of them were like, fuck it, we're just gonna like, they both looking the other way and shit.
It wasn't so much like it wasn't that easy, dog. I mean, like you gotta think about it, dog. I was in YTS for like fucking, it's like almost 6 years. So it wasn't like, like from one day to the next, like, oh, you know what, you're a rep or you got some power, dog. Like, let's give you what you want. Like, now it wasn't like that. But like, obviously, I had a good reputation with these motherfuckers, dog. And that shit took years. I'm saying, but when I finally got it, I'm saying you seen like got the cell phone, all that shit too. Like, but I mean, it just took time, dog. I mean, like, it just took time, dog. Yeah, at the same time, they gotta trust you and me. Like, at the same time, I'm not gonna fuck with this fool. Like, I don't know if I can trust this fool either. So I mean, it's kind of like it was a game you had to play. And I mean, once it ended up working out, I mean, fuck, it was beneficial than a motherfucker, dog.
That's a trip you say that because it's like so it takes like what, like years of going to the Rock, years of like fucking establishing yourself, years of them like seeing, okay, we know who this cat is, and then at that point, then it's like they know like he's a solid motherfucker. We could work with him.
Exactly.
That's kind of crazy.
They know they could trust him. At the same time, like it's fucked up as that sounds for the system. From the system standpoint, like I mean, you fucking with a little kid who just gangbang the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he smokes drugs or you smoke his money, whatever it is he gets or how he gets it. I mean, you feeding into it. You're supposed to be a cop. You're supposed to be a cop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to fit into that shit, dog. I mean, but at the same time, like, ain't nothing free in life. So it's not like, hey, I like this kid, let me help him out. Like, fuck no, it's never like that. I mean, like, every price has a motherfucking cost, dog.
Yeah. Was there any wild shit that happened that you were like, whoa, shit, I didn't expect this to happen?
As far as what?
As far as like maybe staff or anything like that, or like.
Man, about some wild shit though. I mean, like other than fucking like I mean, the most extreme shit I could think of. Called like who like a staff member messing with an inmate, shit like that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
other than that, like nah. What I said is extreme enough. I mean, like them bringing fucking items or drugs or whatever. I mean, that's extreme. That's extreme enough
Damn.
from my standpoint.
So they were even like because from what I've seen, most of the time I've seen that the cats will get the dope from visiting, right? So you're
Yeah.
saying that these cats would actually even bring in even the dope, not even just the
Yeah, hell
contraband,
yeah.
but the dope
Like
too?
for real.
Damn. So they
I'm telling you,
fucking
but at the same time, it wasn't like they knew what they were bringing it in. Don't get the wrong ideas. I was like, okay, here's the motherfucking, here's a sack of motherfucking weed, and make sure you just give it to you give it Travi. Make sure he gets it. Now it wasn't like that. I mean, like like whatever. If you get a fucking TV, or a speaker, or the fucking cell phone package, whatever it may be, whatever's in that motherfucker, he ain't gonna search it. And that's part of him being your connect. Like he said, okay, look, you give me money, I'll bring your shit in. Here you go. I'm saying, no, you didn't get it from me. Cool. But he never looked at my shit. So whatever was in there, I'm saying, like, I got what I got, dog. And I paid you your motherfucking money. Just give me my shit. I mean, if you don't want to, cool. That's perfectly fine. I'll get my shit to fucking visiting. If you're willing to do it, homie, I'm willing to pay you.
yeah. Damn, that's nuts, man. And fucking damn. So you had that shit going on. How long do you have that going on with the two connects?
God damn, for like. I mean, the one connect was mostly items, but the two connects bring stuff. One was just items, but one of them just bring me like bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had that shit going on for like maybe like the last 2 years.
Damn. So you're living it up the last 2 years.
I'm dog. Like I swear to God, cricket food. Like, food. Like when I did 8.5 years, dog. But like I got busted when I was 14, dog. So when I got on, I was 23. By the time I was about to get out, fool, I swear to God, I had it made, homie. I had it fucking made, dog. Like I didn't know about the streets. It wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna have my freedom. Here we go. When I was in jail, my mom was like, man, I got it good as fucking this bitch, homie. I don't need to go home for shit. I got money. I got I got power. I got fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, fool, I had it good, homie. I didn't want to go home, dog. Feel like that, dog.
Yeah. That's
The thing about that, like, man, if you ready to sacrifice your freedom for jail, homie, there's gotta be a good reason for it, homie. Like, I promise you, dog. Like, I had it made for, like, I didn't do shit, fool. Like, I didn't do shit. Man, I had it made to the motherfucker, dog.
Yeah. So fucking so like now that you're coming close to your time to go home, how was that? Like, did you think like, oh shit, like you kind of didn't want to get out? Was there any part of you that didn't want to go home?
I mean, yeah, dog. I mean, there was a big part of me that didn't want to go home, dog. I mean, it wasn't so much as it's the gangbang part. I mean, at that point in my life, that shit was easy. I mean, it was more like not being like I'm 23 years old. At that time when I was going to parole, I'm 23 years old, and I've been going to parole and board every single year. But I mean, at that time, I was like, man, fool, I don't even know. I mean, keep real. I got busted when I was 14 years old. I'm gonna get out when I'm 23 for like, man, fool, you gotta think about it, dog. At that time, I smashed so much food. Keep real, for like I didn't even get an education. Like I mean, I educated myself. Don't get me wrong, right? But at the same time, like as far as paperwork goes, I didn't because I was so busy smashing food. I had no time to go to school, and every time I came out, I smashed it. Went right to the locker, dog. Like so, like I got no education, dog. And I'll come out to motherfucker dating for education at the Rock, and I smash somebody there too. For like I swear to God, for like I didn't have a chance to. So it wasn't like
How did you finish school?
So I didn't, homie. That's the thing. Trust me, like that's the thing. Like that's the crazy part because when I was in there, I did so much shit. Like I didn't have time to get education, dog. So when it came time for my parole, I was in no fear of that too. Cause like, man, I'm 23 years old, fool. Like, fool, I got no education. How the fuck am I get a job, homie? Like, what the fuck, fool? Like, I got no trade skills. So, like, I mean, technically, I got no education, fool. Like, nothing. So, man,
how did they allow you to work, fool? Without like go to work and shit, like fucking without a diploma or GED.
Yeah, I mean, of course, a lot of my motherfucking resume, homie. Like shit, I lie like a motherfucker, but at the same time,
No,
like
I'm saying in TS.
Nah, I didn't work at TS, fool.
Oh shit! All right.
Hell no, I didn't work at all at TS, man. Shit, I wish I fucking did. Only thing I was like I would just call it like, you know, like a little trustee. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as work goes, feel like, man, on the most I've done for work was like working the fucking chow hall. That's it. And that was only for like a couple months. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like 3 months. But like I didn't work at all, fool. Like only time I got out of my room was because I was fucking like a trustee and shit.
Yeah, yeah. So you're saying you get out and you have no education, you have
Nothing, homie. Like, you think I'm bullshitting people? Like, man, feel like this, dog. All my life, I hustle, dog. I got out of jail, fool. I had no education. I had no high school diploma. Nothing, dog. Like, I had no trade skills. Nothing. I got busted when I was 14. Got out when I was 23. I'm doing like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So, like, I mean, of course, I'm saying, like, you know, and at that time with my bro, it makes it's still like a twist of luck or some shit, though, because when I was on my pro officer required me to do like Caltrans shit, right?
mm-hmm.
So I did that, and it's crazy because it was me, some other dude, right? And we were like, and it made it sound like I don't got shit to do. I'm here anyways. If I chill all motherfucking days gonna go by slow as fuck. So me, like, I saw him. I'm just a good worker. Who's like, so I was like, you know, fuck it. If we gotta kick this motherfucking trash, all that, man, I'd rather, you know, say if you stay here for 2 hours not doing shit, 2 hours, you know, feel like 4 hours. But if I can stay here for 2 hours and you know, start working and picking shit up, fuck it. 2 hours gonna feel like 1 hour, and that's exactly what I did. When I did shit every day, like, fuck it, I'm gonna be here anyway. I gotta do it anyway, so I might as well just do it. So I just did it. Bam, fucking work. They fucking flew by, and like after like a month and a half, the fool's like, hey, homie, with the Caltrans guy was like, hey, you know what? Don't tell these other guys because they're fucking lazy. He told me some other cat. He's like, you two cats, you guys are good workers. There's an insulator trade. I'm saying a local 5. I'm saying like over in Azusa, go over and sign up for it. You say you don't need anything. Just go over there and sign up for it. I'm like, damn, homie, like shit, hook me up. So I went over to check it out. I went over, signed up and shit, and then right off the bat, homie, like homie in oil refinery, dog, ExxonMobil in Torrance. So like it's just twist of fate, homie. Like, I mean, for me getting my work done, I mean, this motherfucker noticed that like I wasn't lazy and hooking me up. And then from that point, I went to local 5 and installation is a dog shit trade, homie. But I mean, when you first start, when you become a mechanic, I mean, it's you know, it could be about, it has its perks. I mean, but when I first became an installator, hold on, be quiet, right? When I first became an installator, when I went to the refinery, that's how I got in the refinery. When I went in the refinery, I mean, I busted ass every motherfucking day. I mean, that was labor work. We're like, for real.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, and then from that point, like, word of mouth. Now I talk to the welders, talk to pipe fitters, talk to the inspectors, talk to motherfucking rope techs. You know what I'm saying? Talk to everybody. Let's try to see what trade I can get into other than this, because I mean, installation. I mean, in my opinion, that's like, man, fuck that, dog. They don't pay you enough to do that job. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So when I got I ended up getting to rope access through installation, then with rope access and then get to inspections, dog. That's where I'm at now.
Yeah, you know what's a trip is a lot of homies have those moments, and I know because I've experienced this also, where it's like, fuck, I don't know if I can do this. Like, damn, there ain't nothing cracking out here. But
yeah,
it sounds like
it's hard on me. Like, man, but it's just, dog. In my opinion, dog. Like, now that I know, I mean, I look back at it now, dog. Like I said, homie, gangbanging was easy, fool. If you think about it now, like, man, living life, that's just hard, homie. Raising this motherfucker right here, that's just hard, fool. Like, man, fool, paying bills, that's just hard, fool. Like, waking up every single fucking day to make sure your bills are paid every single month, homie. That's just hard. Yeah, gangbanging. I mean, we had no responsibility. We do what the fuck we wanted to. Life is hard, homie. Fuck that. We're like, I think about this now, rather gangbang. Fuck the bullshit.
Nah, but you know, you're doing a good job, and you know what's crazy is you have Knight right there, and you also have, you know, Little Rick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's on the spectrum and shit, and like people don't know like that like it's rewarding, but it's difficult at the same time. You know what I mean?
I mean, you know, we could be in the spectrum. It's difficult, dog. Believe it or not. I mean, like, people don't understand it because, unless you're actually dealing with a kid that has autism, dog, like you won't really understand, dog. Like, but man, dog, it's a lot of work. But at the same time, well, I mean, on that note, like, I'm blessed, dog, because it wasn't Ricky, fool. I'm saying, like, maybe I would have done. I would have made different decisions, dog. But because of him, because of autism, dog, like I stayed primarily focused on him, like, all the time. I had no choice. I had no motherfucking choice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and plus the boxing. So I mean, like with the boxing and my son with autism, fool, like I had no time for nothing else, dog. Like it was.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm grateful because I mean that just came straight and narrow, fool. Like if it wasn't for motherfucking my two kids in the boxing, fool. Fuck, I don't know. Maybe I probably was still fucking around.
You know, a trip is especially like you had a child with special needs off the bat, right? It took me my fourth child has special needs, right? My fourth one, not all four, my fourth. What's crazy is like I wasn't out there fucking around like that, but I was still getting down with foods and doing dumb shit. It just seemed like my heart was softened a lot more, like when my daughter was born. You know, it just something just opened up where I could see.
That's perspective, dog. Like in my opinion, it wasn't so much softening up because like I feel like me and you know, and the rest of the homies that were in our shoes, dog. Like we all did our work, we all did our time, dog. It's like so it wasn't like so much as softening up. I'm like, you growing up now, fool. Like we ain't kids. Like we ain't 14 anymore. I'm saying we ain't in jail anymore. Like, and at some point in your life, dog, whether you realize it or not, dog, gangbang eventually gonna fade away, dog. So you're not gonna gangbang till you fucking 60. That's a fucking lie. Yeah. When you got kids, homie, like you get past the gangbang stage and you step into the real world. You step into the real world, homie, like what matters to me? Gangbang doesn't matter to me anymore. This motherfucker right here matters to me. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't think about I didn't look at it like you know, from that point where from the gangbanging to the I just took it as like, you know what, that stage, you know, it's like progression, moving up the ladder, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point, like that stage of my life, gangbanging was then. Now this stage of my life is here. You understand? I gotta do what's in front of me right now, and that's the way I looked at it. I mean, I still got love for the homies. I still go.
Oh, hell yeah.
The homies, but at the same time, like my priority is him and my other son. You feel what I'm saying? And in my work. And at the time, and the two was boxing, dog. And like that kind of died out. But at that time, I was like, that's one thing I had time for, dog. Like when boxing and my son, especially Ricky. When boxing and my son came in, like, dog, I had no time for shit. Dog, was work and autism like that, dog. I'm sure you understand because you got it the same way.
Yeah, hell yeah. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about your boxing, because I remember, it was a trip about you, because when you first got out, I was like, damn, this motherfucker does everything, because you were rapping, you know what I mean? You were working, making cash, and then you were boxing. And a lot of fools had said like, before everybody knew like, Travi got hands. What made you think like you're gonna make that jump from fighting 30 seconds to a minute and a half fights to fighting 12-minute fights?
I mean, I've been like, man, and honestly, I've been an athlete all my life, dog. So it's like fighting came easy to me. I mean, so when I came out, it wasn't in my mind like, hey, I'm gonna go up and I'll be a fighter. That's what I want to do. That was never a mindset. Like it was never a vision of mine, dog. But then after like getting out and then fighting in jail and then getting out, fighting out here, and then I end up getting to the party scene, right? Yeah. And clubbing a lot, fool, and go to bars and shit, fool. And I swear to God, for like every time we went out, fool, like man, it felt like I was getting down to somebody at the bar. I was getting down to somebody at the club, fool, like I'll bring this shit at everybody, right? Something in my head like, man, fuck it. Then one time I went to Vegas, dog. And I was with my ex, dog. Ricky's mom actually. And then fucking we know what's his name? But anyways, we know so this fool, my girl was arguing with this bitch. So I don't know how my girl was. So I told the bitch like, man, you shut the fuck up or you're gonna get smashed, right? So like but I didn't know she was with anybody. So big buff ass fool out of nowhere came like, hey bro, did you ever talk to my girl out there to get up fucking kick your ass, dude? So like, but I mean, before that, people were always telling me like, damn, you got hands to do something with it. So I went to Vegas, like I mean, people, I'm saying I got that shit more than once, dog. So I went to Vegas. This fool was a joke. Like he was like probably like 3 inches taller than I was, but he was joked the fuck up. Like somebody right his ass in the front, like yo, you know what I'm saying, like you fucking swole ass fool. I was like, man, I'm probably gonna damn fool's big as fuck. I'm like, God damn, but me is I don't I'd rather get my ass kicked before I be like, oh, I'm sorry, man. You got me fucked up, homeboy. That, yeah. But I'm telling you, when you told me that, I wasn't like, oh, hey, Dewey. I wasn't like, what are you tripping for? Like, man, hell no. My first reaction was to crack my fucking face off. Boom! I just racked his ass, boom. When I racked, I beat the dog shit out of this fool. So I'm in Vegas. I'm on parole, and I'm getting down in the casino. I'm thinking like, man, I'm about to get busted. For real, like I'm to my last 2 years, guaranteed. I'm violated. First off, getting on the casino. Second off, like I'm at a state, you know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like violating my pro twice, fool. Like fuck this shit. But I'm thinking within the hood, I was like, I swear to God, this is exactly what he told me. I mean, I beat the fool's big, homie. I beat the dog shit out of this fool, and the cops were just like this. Hey, fool, why man instead of fucking around on the streets, you get into a fighting sport. Man, get the fuck out of here before the rest of my team comes. Just like that, homie, let me go. I think I'm like, hold up, dog. Before you ain't go bust me in the homie, boom. I'm like, bro, fuck, I was gone. I'm like, fuck that, you gotta tell me twice. I mean, I'm out of here, dog. But my point is this. Like, people would always tell me about my fighting skills, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it took me to basically escape, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being busted again. And so, like, I don't want to basically not taking my people for granted, dog.
Yeah.
When he told me that, and he let me go, and knowing I would have got violated that day, I was like, fuck that, dog. I might as well take advantage because everybody keeps telling me. I might as well chance it. And at the time, I was living in West Hollywood. I was little guy sister, boom. And so like it was hot. I went to Target Boxing Gym and it's off Melrose, and I trained like from that gym I went to Wild Card in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And like sort of got like, and when I first got there, I started training with the amateurs. So I boosted out. Like I already got skills. So like I went in there, I picked the boxing fast and I started beating them fools up and start putting with other pros. And the pros, man, motherfuckers had skills.
Yeah.
Street fighting and boxing, homie, it's a whole nother level, dog. So like out there, like Street Fighter, I was beating up the amateurs, okay. When I started beating the pros, I started getting handed to me, dog. I started getting beat up. But I mean, that's how it is. I mean, like shit. I started grew up too. Like in order to learn, you gotta take the falls, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I did it in life. I did it in jail. I did it as a kid, and I did it with boxing, homie. I got handed to me, a couple times when I first started boxing. But after getting handed to me, dog, and learning the trade. Learning the skill, homie, I started beating the shit out of everybody, fool. Even in boxing, fool.
Yeah.
I picked it up quick. Dog. That's how I got into it, dog. From street fighting to club fighting, bar fighting, to motherfucking going into fucking boxing, and then from that point, just learning the skill, and then molding myself, dog, and I became a good fighter.
You know, the trip is you went on a long streak of wins, right? But
Yeah.
what happened the first fight? Because that to me, I was like, oh shit, like that was a surprise. You know what I mean? Because like. I had always thought like, oh shit, like Travi's gonna knock everybody out. You know what I mean? But that first fight seemed like kind of a surprise.
But you know what? Like when the first fight came out, fool, it's like okay, that was a wake up call. It was like a reality check, homie, because I went in there thinking like, man, I got hands, right? And then I fought this fucking this regular ass cat, fool. And I think he was like was a pro too. I mean, a pro debut as well. And but when I went in there, it's like I trained I swear to God, I just got out of jail after 8 years. So I trained for like 4 months, homie, at Wild Card. 4 months to turn me fucking pro. So I mean, keep it real. When I went there, like okay, I'm in the dressing room, dog. Like I basically overexcited myself, dog, because I trained like I was supposed to train, and I wasn't as good as I am now, but I did what I had to do as far as boxing goes to get ready to fight. But when it came fight night, fool, like I was in the dressing room, dog, like, and I just overwhelmed my mind with emotion, homie. And I mean, I ain't trying to make excuses though, but like I swear to God, like I thought about the crowd so much, I thought about how I'm gonna look, how I'm saying, what I gotta do, how I train, like I drained my motherfucking stuff. I mentally drained myself. Like, so like I was sparring motherfuckers for 8 rounds during camp. But I went in before I got tired in the first fucking minute. I was like, man, what the fuck? Why the fuck am I so tired? But like, I was tired as fuck, homie. So anyways, 4 rounds, he gets to the other guy, dog. But I mean, it was learning experience.
But what happened to the second fight? How did you correct that?
I mean, it comes with a I thought about everything overall. I mean, and how like one thing about me is like I adapt well. No matter what situation I'm in, no matter who I'm around, you know what I'm saying, what environment they put, I place myself in, like I adapt well. You know what I'm saying? So like once I got to feel what boxing had to offer, like just like gangbanging, just like YA, just like fucking Possible Roller, just like YTS, once I got a feel of where I was at, I adapted, homie, and then I performed. And same thing with boxing. I came out, I tasted the motherfucking waters, I took a fucking fall, I adapted, and I overcame. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I did. I just corrected what I needed to make myself better, homie. But don't get me wrong, like I can't take credit away from old trainer Ben Lyra. You know what I'm saying? Like boosting out, dog. Like that motherfucker's a master, homie. Like I came in when I was training over there at Wild Card, it was a good gym, but like I trained on my own, trained by myself, fool. And then when I got to South of Money, you know, I was training with Ben Monte, dog. Like, I mean, that fool, like, he's a great motherfucking trainer, homie. And he took time with me, dog. Like, I mean, he seen that I had, you know, I had dedication. He see I had, you know, good work ethic, dog. So then I guess he see potential, homie. And so, he took time, dog. He's like, you know what, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Start coming to the gym. You serious? We'll see. Right? So I started training for like, you know, like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. You know what? Out of nowhere, he's like, you know what? Okay, cool. You ready? Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a kid, but like, he basically put me on a test. I mean, I had no guarantees. I had no guarantees in South of Money, dog. Like, no guarantees at all. He's like basically saying, like, you know what? Go ahead. You're more than willing to train here. But I don't train pros. That's exactly what he told me. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, man, fuck that. But at that time, I was like, so into boxing, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to people like I'm saying because when I was a wild card, I was talking to Freddie Rhodes, dog. I was school stuff Freddie Rhodes, and because he was like, you know, really good friends with my manager at the time, Steve Fader, and so I asked Steven, so I moved from West Hollywood to motherfucking to Monte again. So I asked Freddie Roach and Steve, like, hey man, I'm going SGV, like, what's a good gym out there? I don't want to go from like a world class fucking wild card boxing gym to like a mediocre ass gym. Like, give me a good recommendation so I'll start training there, you know?
Yeah.
And they told me visit Ben there in South of Money. So like right off the back, I mean, like, that was home. Like when I went over there, I hit him up. I gave him my story, gave him a rundown, tell him I was managed. I'm a pro. And he told me off the back, like, he don't want to train me. I don't train pros. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go back where you came from. Basically, he told me, like, like, what the fuck they said? It was cold as fuck, cold ass old man, dog. Like, but I mean, like, I didn't stray, dog. I'm saying, like, I stuck to it. I trained every motherfucking day. I was there every fucking day. And then, like, I mean, months had passed, and he's like, you know what? All right, cool. You proved yourself. Let's work. I mean, out of nowhere, like 5 months, 6 months, 7 months that passed on me, and he's coming out of me out of nowhere, dog. Like, I thought in my head, like, we ain't gonna train me. He just told me straight up, he's not gonna train pros.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, you got amateurs here. What if amateurs turn pro? You're not gonna train them? Like, I mean, but at that time, maybe he just didn't want to train me because I was managed by somebody else, dog. He manages and trains his fighters, dog. So like, it just took me a long time to work to prove myself with that cat, dog. Like, he's old school than a motherfucker, dog. So I mean, it took a lot of work, homie, and I mean, but I just stay dedicated. But with him, when I go with Ben, dog, my boy, you see that when I went to my first fight, I boosted him out. I was a wide fighter. Keep it real, I was a street fighter, homie. And I'm telling you right now, if I don't get focused, nobody says, dog. I'll prove him wrong, homie. I'm telling you, it's a whole nother game. There's just the difference between a good street fighter and a good motherfucking boxer. I promise you, dog. So I went from a good street fighter. You know what I'm saying, and when I went to Wild Card, I was a good street fighter, fool. I promise you, you know, I was a good street fighter. I went to Wild Card, beat the fuck up, dog. But I mean, I didn't take it out like, oh fuck, I can't make it. I used what they did and made myself better. You see what I'm saying? 'Cause I know I could be good. I was good in that field. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make myself good in this field, and that's exactly what I did. Fool, when Ben noticed that, fool, he took over. You know what I'm saying? Like when he took over, homie, like, like, I swear to God, he transformed me. That was master. I'm saying, guys. I mean, we have our little fallout, but I mean, he's a master at work. Homie, like, he knows the fuck he's doing, dog. He made me into a mediocre ass motherfucking fighter. It's like, man, I'm fucking hella good now. Boom.
And fucking how long did your guys' streak go? Your of wins. How many wins did you get with him after
12
that?
12 in a row.
12 in a row. Damn.
We won 12 fights. We won 12 fights in a row. So my first fight was Steve Fader and Freddie Rhodes. Lost the first fight, and then when I got with Ben, we won 12 straight, beat seven undefeated guys.
Damn. How did that feel? Taking away their undefeated streaks.
It was like I mean, it was like it felt like, I mean, it's a different world. You know, it's a different aspect of game, but it felt like YA. Like when I was in YA, dog, like I made it a point and a fact, dog. Like no matter where I go, I'm gonna run this shit. And every company I went to, I promise you, I ran every single one, homie. It wasn't like, oh, I'm rep here. I'm not here though, but maybe in 2 companies later, I'm gonna rep there. Like, nah, but everywhere I went, I ran. So it's kind of like that. My mindset with boxing was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do what I'm do. When my point is that when I do it with Y Factor, like I did whatever I had to do to get on top. So like with boxing, it's kind of, I had the same mind frame. Like I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to be better than everybody else. And that's exactly what I did. I mean, don't not to discredit Ben because he played a major role on that road. You know what I'm saying, on the path. But I mean, because like he's the one who took me there. But my mindset was like, I'm gonna get better, and if you good, I'm gonna get better than you. If you good, I'm gonna get better than you. Like I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be the best one in this gym. And that was just my mindset, fool. And I got to that point, dog.
Let me ask you a boxing question, because this is something like I'm gonna go to I'm gonna bring up a fighter, fucking Salido, right? Fucking so Salido, he doesn't have the best record, right? But when he goes in there to fight. Like he's handing major fucking fighters defeats. You know what I mean? Like what's his name is fucking his only defeat is for Salido. What the fuck is his name? Lomachenko. You know what I mean? When Juan what was it? Juan Manuel, the Puerto Rican cat. I forgot his name. He's supposed to be a big time cat.
Yeah. I think he's giving me his first loss, fool.
Yeah, he gave him his first loss. Yeah.
Everybody thought Juan Manuel was gonna beat the shit out of this point. Salido ain't a fucking rocking on fool.
So let me see.
At that time, Juan Manuel was a prospect too.
Yeah, hell yeah, yeah. He looked like he was gonna be the shit. Yeah,
bro, and he got getting smashed twice. But the first one was surprising because like he was undefeated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Salido was like, okay, he's a journeyman. I mean, like you might be, you know, the prospect of today, but I mean, like, man, I'm not a rookie. I'm a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you coming in, think you're gonna smash me, dog. Like, man, I ain't these regular cats. I mean, I got veteran moves, and trust me, dog. In boxing, that shit plays a major role, dog.
Yeah. So what I was gonna ask is like, with him, like he's defeated, like he's been a champion. He's defeated major fucking fighters, right? And for me, because he doesn't have the best record, he doesn't give a fuck about that. He's not like these other fools. Like, I gotta protect my record. They get all nervous. I gotta protect my record. He's like going in there, like I'm gonna do what I came to do. Do you think that first loss helped you in that respect, where it's like?
Nah, it didn't. I mean, because the fact of the matter is, like, my journey was much different than his, dog. Like Salido comes in, like he's a journeyman. He knows where the win or lose are. I'm going every paycheck. This is a job for me, right? And then I mean, that's kind of like the mind frame that I end up getting to. But as far as when it first happened, though, like my mind frame wasn't like that. When I first lost, I took it as a learning experience. Okay. I'm unexperienced in a motherfucker at boxing, dog. It's a whole nother fucking game, a whole nother fucking world, dog. Like, I'm coming in, dog. Like, okay, well, I'm the first fight, but instead of taking it, like, you know what, damn, fool, I'm not built for this. Like, I know I'm built for this, okay? But I overwhelmed myself. I got overexcited and shit. And I fucking lost. My fucking fault. Learning experience. Better yourself. Next time, don't do the same motherfucking thing. That's exactly what I did, fool. And with Ben's help, because of Ben's help, you know, we end up bettering ourselves. We in 12 fights in a row. Beat 7 undefeated guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, but that came with, you know what I'm saying, you know, losing and learning, dog.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, but his mindset is like, I don't think his mindset's the same though. It's like, you know what, fuck it. You know, be careful, fool. He's thinking, he said like, oh, this is a job for me. I could be motherfucking 38 and fucking 32. It doesn't even matter. As long as I make my fucking paycheck, fool, I'm feeding my family. That's his mindset. And so like, his mindset's not on stardom. His mindset's on money. And boxing, prosperous sport, homie. So yeah, I understand where he's coming from, dog. Because I mean, you get to that stage of your career like he is. I mean, win or lose, homie, you're making really good money.
Oh yeah, and so let me see, a common theme I think with you is that it's kind of crazy, and something that I think a lot of people should have is you aren't afraid to lose, right? Like you aren't afraid, like you said, you take it as a learning experience. Like fuck it, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna get it, right? But the whole thing is like you're gonna come back. You know what I mean? Do you think why had a lot to do with that?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dog. I mean, that's played a major role, dog. That shit played a major role. I mean, the art of winning and losing in YA, for like you're not always gonna win. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're gonna get jumped. It's not you're gonna get beat up. I'm saying like you either case up or you keep smashing, dog. Like and with me, I kept smashing, dog. So boxing is like it was kind of the same thing. I mean, so when I took that loss, it wasn't like I wanted to quit. Or I would tell myself like, oh, I'm not good enough for this. I mean, like, oh, maybe I made a bad choice. Maybe I should do something else. I mean, like that was never a factor. Though. I mean, like my mom said, like, you know what, fuck it. I took the motherfucking loss instead of quitting. Keep going. I'm saying like, make yourself fucking better. Do whatever you did today. I'm saying correct that You know what I'm saying? And don't make the mistake again. You know what I'm saying? That was just my mind frame. But like I said, credit to Bandera because I mean, dog, he played a major role in that.
But yeah, I think that mindset is not. I don't think you just have it for boxing. You know what I mean? Like I think that's your mindset in life because I recognize it because I have that shit too.
Yeah, exactly. Like period. That, you think about this, dog. You know, anybody they say anybody does more than 5 years statistically, 97%, 97% are statistically, you know, you're supposed to be a failure, but you know, based on statistics facts, 97% do over more than 5 years, guaranteed 97% go back to jail, guaranteed. Fool, I never went back. You never went back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it's a mindset, dog. You can quit if you want to, dog, or you push it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you could lay down flat, like there's a lot of people in this motherfucking in the world today, like especially in LA County, where just, you know what, fuck it, you know, we're having a little you know, fucking drought. You know, there's no money coming in, but let me just be a fucking bum. And you see the bum rate in fucking California is like all time high, homie. Like, man, fools just quitting. Man, you can quit if you want to, homie, but that's just not my mind frame. Yeah. Even with no education, dog. I promise you, I'm gonna survive one way or motherfucking another, dog. It's in jail or on the motherfucking streets, dog.
Yeah. The reason I bring that up is because I hear a lot of people like they'll reach out to me and they'll tell me like, man, fool, this shit's hard. Like this shit's fucking difficult. And I always tell them, look, dog, it comes down to this: how bad do you want this shit, and are you willing to fail? Because like, fuck it, you fail, fuck it, pick yourself back up. You know what I mean? Like I've been knocked like my experience of why is a little different, right? Like I got down like a motherfucker, but like my win and loss rate was about 50-50. You know what I mean? So and I knew going in there's a 50% chance I'm gonna fuck this fool up, or there's a 50% chance I'm probably gonna get mopped. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We gonna handle this shit, right? And that's I tell people, that's how you gotta hit life. You know what I mean? You gotta hit life like that. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, dog, I'm here. I came to win.
That's the truth, homie. That's the truth. The failure is a factor, homie. That's a factor of life, dog. And a lot of people don't take failure kindly. Yeah. So, I mean, when they lose, fucking. Hold on, my boy. This little one watches TV and shit. Yeah, but when you lose, dog, I mean, like, automatically, like, you know, fuck it. I mean, like, when shit gets overwhelming, people look for something else to do. I mean, and it's hard. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, it's hard to teach hard. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, and that's the thing about us. Like, in my opinion, like, the motherfuckers from the streets, I mean, like, one thing we have is motherfucking heart. If you a solid ass motherfucking homie, dog, one thing you're built with, dog. Like, you don't learn it. You just built with it, dog. Like, you got heart, and you got that motherfucking heart, dog. I mean, I don't think anything can stop you, dog. As long as you have your mind frame set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because I think that's very important that cats understand that, because like you said, shit could get overwhelming. Like it's like there's been times where like,
yeah, very, homie.
Like there was like, fuck, how much more can I take? And like you can't break down and cry like, oh fuck, it's too hard.
Hell no, dog.
Do fuck it. Well, you better pick yourself back up. You better wipe those motherfucking tears.
We're in YA, though. We're in YA. Oh shit. Hello. Hey, we're in YA. I use that as a perfect example, dog. Because the motherfuckers that cased up, then my bad. The motherfuckers that quit and I'm casing up. You see what I'm saying? Like, you think I wanted to be in jail? Hell no. Nah.
Yeah, fuck that. Jail sucks.
8.5 fucking years? Hell motherfucking no. Do you think I think I chose motherfucking fate? No, but the fact of the matter, I accepted it. I'm saying, like, I didn't, like, if I go back to back in the time, you know what I'm saying, like I do with my kids now. If I could avoid them from gangbanging, I will, homie, because I know the repercussions behind it. But do I regret what the fuck I did? Nah, it's part of life. You live and you motherfucking learn. Dog, went through it, made me better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that I regret or anything.
Yeah.
You live and you learn, homie. But at the same time, it made me better, dog, for real.
Hell yeah. So you've been out now for fucking, how long has it been now?
Damn, I got 2005, so probably like
15 years.
15 years.
You've been out 15 years, haven't reoffended. You know what I mean? What are you doing now? What's going on in your life now?
Well, right now, I'm fucking I'm a rope access technician. I'm a level 3. I'm at the top of my motherfucking trade. And then I do multiple trades, though, as far as like pipe fitting, installation, welding, motherfucking inspections. I mean, I do a lot. I do a lot of my trade. You know, even with like fucking right now I'm doing iron work, dog. But that's a rope tech. I mean, I work like even then, like right now I just finished the last job at the Ram Stadium. So I mean, like I do heavy industry work, dog. But on ropes.
Damn. And what is it that keeps you motivated to stay out? Like, because you could have easily went back, right? You had a reputation where cats respected you. You could have you had it made. You could have easily went back, right? What is it that motivated you to stay out and just say, you know what? I'm done with that shit. Like you said,
You know what?
always gonna have love for the homies. Always, right? Like that's a Mando. But what made you say like, I'm done with that jail shit? That shit's like,
Keep real cool, like man. All right. Well, what gave me the turning point was because when I first got out, you know, like yeah, I was playing the part for parole. I was going to work every motherfucking day, but I was still doing my thing at night. I was still selling dope. You know what I'm saying? I was still street. I wasn't really gangbanging like where you from type shit. You know what I'm saying, but like I was in the streets every motherfucking day, dog. And then it got to a point where, you know, I ended up getting shot, fool. Like, so I was selling dope and then getting shot in my car. So I was sitting in my motherfucking car and I got lit up. My car got shot up like 11 times, fool. And I got hit once in my shoulder while I was sitting in the driver's seat, dog. So I'm sitting in the driver's seat and then two was coming to bump in my car. Like, I just made a fucking drop and then I come over to the bottom of my car. I get in the car, make another phone call. I was gonna make another fucking drop, and then all of a sudden I get lit the fuck up. Like I get lit the fuck up, dog. I'm sitting in my car in a parking spot, and I get lit up by two cats. Lit my whole car up, dog. And then at that time, like I didn't know I was shot, right? But I think back to that situation, and that time I think about it, man, I'm blessed in a motherfucker, dog, because I got shot once in my shoulder, but I wear a hoodie sweater, dog. My hoodie. And the reason I know this because I was at the hospital. Obviously, I got interrogated. So guys were like, "What happened? Who shot you?" Like, I don't know. Whatever. And the guy's like, "Okay, hold on. You're, you know, what I'm saying like, fucking, you have bullet holes in your sweater. We're gonna take that for evidence." So they pull my sweater off, and the cop helps the light. Other cop counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 bullet holes in my fucking hoodie. The guy was like, "Man, you better catch your blessings, son. Like, you lucky to be alive." They're like, how the fuck I got 5 bullet holes in my sweater when I got hit once in the fucking shoulder? I'll never know, homie. But at that time, it was kind of like, you know, multiple of things happening at one time. So I got shot right there, and then right after that, well, I swear to God, then I found out Lil Ricky was coming. Darlene was pregnant with Lil Ricky. So then right after that, oh, I got into installation with the refinery. Like it happened like this, dog. Happened from getting shot to Ricky, Darlene being pregnant to motherfucking getting into the refinery, dog. Like it was quick, homie. So like and then the boxing thing too. So like all that shit was like I had so much going on in my life. It was productive and positive, homie. Like that, I mean the gangbanging shit and the shit that was, you know, that pulled me, you know, that brought me down in the past from my bad choices, dog. Like it took me from all that. Yeah. I mean, like honestly, I'm fucking blessed, dog, because Lil Ricky, you know, mostly, but like I mean, it's you know the luck of fate, homie, as far as like getting the refinery job too. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I get that 100% because one thing I tell a lot of people too is like I'll never look down on like when people be like, man, that fool should do it. You're doing it right. Like he could do it. And I was like, look, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I said the same thing that you just said. I got lucky. I came home to the right circumstances because you know my you know my family, right? Like you know my family, dog. Like when I came out, they were stable. Like I came out at the right fucking time. Everybody had a job. You know what I mean? Like everybody was doing right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got lucky, fool. Because I could have easily got out to the same shit, you know what I mean? To my family just being like the same tip that they were. And then next thing you know, right back, you know what I mean? So like I would tell everybody. Yeah, but it's true they say you're a product of your environment. Like I'm saying, like you are who you associate with. You're around if you're around motherfucking people who are in that lifestyle, you're gonna fall in that lifestyle. You're around positive people, you're saying that they're pushing forward, you're gonna follow that, the motion, you know what I mean? Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, but even with that being said, at the same time, there is some personal responsibility there because it's like it is on you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, look for those opportunities. If those opportunities come, you better jump on that shit. You know, don't be scared. Yeah, you know I mean? It's like as lucky as we are, homie. Like consistency is the hardest part, homie. Yeah, hell yeah. And that's a fact, dog. Like paying bills is not easy, homie. Like going to work every fucking day is not easy, dog. Taking care of this little fucker right here and the other one. I mean, my boys, it's not easy, homie. Like that's just hard, homie. Like in my opinion, dog, taking care of my kids harder than gangbanging, dog. Because like, and you gotta be like, man, you gotta be in this 100%. Like there's no work, same thing, dog. I mean, like I just in my opinion, I feel like life is harder than it was. You know, life harder as an adult, much harder than as an adult than it was when we were kids. Homie.
Oh hell yeah, definitely.
Paying bills, and shit, man, it's harder than a motherfucker, dog. You know what I'm saying? Going to work every day, it's hard as fuck. Take care of this food every day, it's hard as hell. Trying to potty train this hard as hell. You like, God damn.
Yeah. Hey, how is that like? Cause Ricky, how old is little Rick now?
The Rick is 8.
Little Rick is 8, so you haven't had to potty train him in years, right?
Nah, hell nah.
How is that going through that all over again?
Real fool, like at that time, man, fool, like that's when I was working. I was working for Global Ascent, and I was in Hawaii. And so I had Darlene with me. So when that happened, like you know, I was lucky to have her at the time because she did the potty training. You know what I'm saying? It's like I work, I paid the bills, and you take care of our son. You so that I came home, I play with him. That's it. For me, like she did all the work though.
Yeah. All right. So
I kind of share with night. I'm sharing responsibility, though. Like trying to do with him, but this fool's stubborn as hell. I swear to God.
Like his pops.
Autism it's kind of good because he might he's focused on a lot of things, but when he's working on something, like he stays in key with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This boy here, man, he's like me. I swear to God, dog. Like he's stubborn as fuck. We don't, dog. He just all over the place. Stay still at night. Chill night. Like God damn, fool. He's just like he's my karma.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy is you mentioned it is difficult, right? It is difficult doing this every day, but the payoff is way greater. The payoff is way greater. You know what I mean, like
the reward is much more satisfying than gangbanging. To tell you that much.
Yeah, because it's like I always tell everybody, like, ain't nobody snitching on me for going to work every day. And not only that, like if I don't want to go to work one day, all I gotta do is pick up that phone, tell them I ain't going, and if I want to hit the motherfucking beach, I'm going to the beach. Ain't nobody gonna stop. Well, maybe Rosie, but other than that, ain't nobody gonna stop me. You know what I mean?
Straight up, huh?
Yeah,
that's how it is in life. I mean, that's how I tell people all the time. Like, man, like with life now, like unless you pay my bills or you sucking my dick, dog, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, dog. Because I take care of myself. I take care of my kids. Because you gotta think about it in life, regardless of how many friends you got, how much family members you got. At the end of the day, you pay your own bills. You're saying you feed your own family. They're nobody gonna take care of you but yourself. You're saying they're gonna take care of your kids, but you. You know, so like, I mean, to me that's the hardest part. You see what I'm saying? But like, hey, that's the motivating part at the same time.
Oh yeah. And before we wrap it up, is there anything else you want to say?
I'm gonna shout out all the homies, dog. I'm like, shit. I mean, it's a pleasure talking to you, cricket dog, and let me know, homie, shit. As far as like visiting you, just get at me. But and tell Jonathan and your friend that's what's up, like you mean?
Oh yeah. I love, man. Well, man, much love, G, much love, yeah. And this is my motherfucking third child. This is Godfather right here. You know what we do? Like I said, this is my motherfucking boy right here. We've been working on this interview for a while and shit, but like homie said, like,
man, I've been gone a lot, dog. That's why I put Spencer, dog. But
no. But I'm saying like that shows you like how about life this man is. You know what I mean? This man is about his kids. This man is about life, and he'll check out for a while because he has to do what he has to do. You know what I mean? But he always
you gotta think about it. My main thing is progression, dog. Like I don't ever want to be tomorrow where I am today, dog. That's my mindset. Like I might not be in the hood that much, but dog, bro. But look at me. Look at my career. If we're like, man, dog, but with no education, dog, I'm making over $45 an hour. Dog, like, man, that didn't come from motherfucking hands. Or you know what, you like a nice guy. Let me pay you good money. Like, nah, hell, I started at $11 an hour. And I'm making 45 now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it comes with growth, progression, consistency, dog. And I stay dedicated, dog. Like, I might not be around that much, but I work hard for my motherfucker. I work hard for my money. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
and you see me, I travel a lot. I've been like 28 states too, but all work. But I fucking work on me.
Oh yeah. Well, fucking, I appreciate it, dog. And again, everybody, that's my boy Travi right there. Much love, and we out. Peace.